going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Vikings made a couple of practice squad roster moves, and two of them are kind of indicative of where they see injured players, Blake Cashman, as well as tight end TJ Hawkinson, in both for Thursday as well as maybe for Sunday. Vikings go. Vikings have signed linebacker Calvin Munson and wide receiver Trishton Jackson to the practice squad. Tight end N'Keal Harry has been released from the practice squad. Now, with N'Keal, former first-round wide receiver of the Patriots, converted him to tight end, had some nice moments in camp and preseason, but pretty clear sign that Hawkinson is going to be back and maybe is going to be back on Thursday night, which is going to be fantastic. Also, but also N'Keal could be back on the practice squad. The guys rotate through. Calvin Munson, who has experience with Flores, could be a sign that Blake Cashman probably going to miss Thursday, maybe even Sunday Night Football Week 9 against the Colts, but getting ahead of ourselves. And with Jackson, so he was waived last week in a slew of roster moves, just churning over the bottom of the 53 and the top of the practice squad. And everyone knew Trishton would be back on the practice squad. And he had a phenomenal camp as well as a great preseason, catching multiple touchdown passes, but only so many snaps to go around. And the team really likes the way that Jalen Naylor has stepped up. Brandon Powell has a role, as well as Trent Sherfield is fantastic in his duty. So, I mean, it is what it is. But Jackson definitely earned himself that 53. Glad he got that paycheck, and now he's back on the practice squad, remains in the sphere. Munson's interesting. So Calvin Munson is 29 years young, 6'1", 240. Played his college ball at San Diego State. Back in the time. He was an undrafted free agent in 2017. Hell, that's almost way back like chiropractic. Like, that's almost the Kevin O'Connell era. He was a 2008 third-round pick by the Patriots. Go Aztecs. Yeah. But Munson bounced around from the Giants. All right, so this is funny. The Giants, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Dolphins in 2023. I poop you not. It's exactly what happened. And he was on the Patriots practice squad for a couple years. That's where he linked up with Flores initially. And then he followed Flores to Miami for 3 seasons when Flo was there and played in 51 career games, mainly on special teams. But he did spot start a couple of games with the Giants as a rookie, as well as a couple games with the Dolphins as well. Career 89 tackles, 2 sacks. And he's your typical meat and potatoes inside linebacker, playing some really good special teams as well. So really good addition with some familiarity with Flores as well. And like I said, it could be an indicator that Cashman might miss some time, right? And Kevin O'Connell all but ruled him out on Thursday night. The tone just wasn't very hopeful, but hopefully Cashman will be back for the Colts game, because if Cashman plays against the Lions, the Vikings win. And the Lions did make a lot of hay in the running game, as well as throwing in the middle zone where Cashman would have been, but it happens. And Flores obviously knows like 10 billion times more football than the rest of us, but I don't know, it just seemed like just swapping out Grugier Hill for Cashman 1-for-1 would have been the better option, but it was mainly Metellus, a little bit Turner, a little bit Grugier, but I mean, Kamo only played 9 defensive snaps, even though he was subbed 1-for-1 when Pace was out, and he did phenomenal, right? So, I don't know. Obviously, Monday morning quarterback and all that stuff, but it could be a sign that Munson is in the fold, that they're worried about linebacker depth, and Cashman could be out for some time, because only have 4 off-balls on the roster. Pace, Cashman, Kamu, and Asamoah. Also have rookie UDFA Dallas Gant on the practice squad too, but also, of course, AVG and Turner and Metellus have some off-ball flexibility as well. For your thoughts, Vikings make a couple rooster moves, assigning linebacker Calvin Munson and wide receiver Trishton Jackson to the practice squad. N'Keal Harry, tight end, released from the practice squad. Let us know your thoughts. Comment section, you know what to do. Skull production value.